When you see this symbol, it's time for a peach pause. Pause the video and follow the directions on the screen. What do you know about the Girl Scouts? What do you know about Juliette Gordon Low? Let's take a close look at her picture. What do you see? What do you think? What do you wonder? Take a look at this timeline. Is there anyone that you recognize? We are going to be learning about Juliette Gordon Low. Do you see her on the timeline? You've probably heard about the Girl Scouts, and you may even know one. You might have even had a Girl Scout cookie. But do you know how the Girl Scouts started? It all started in the United States because of Juliette Gordon Low. As you learn about Juliette Gordon Low, think about how her life is the same or different from yours. Let's learn about Juliette Gordon Low's leadership, compassion, and how she started the Girl Scouts in Georgia. Juliette McGill Kinsey Gordon was born in 1860 in Savannah, Georgia. We know her as Juliette Gordon Low. That was her name after she was married. When she was very young, her family called her Daisy. She started school near her home in Savannah. She loved nature and animals, especially birds. She often had a bird sitting on her shoulder. Juliette Gordon Low was very athletic. That means she enjoyed sports and physical activities like running, jumping, and throwing. She loved to do headstands. She spent her summers fishing, sailing, and swimming. As a young girl, she was very funny. She showed compassion and cared about the people around her. Compassion is showing concern for others. She noticed that children in her community needed clothes. She called together a group of friends and taught them how to make clothes. They gave the clothes they made to the children in their community that needed them. Juliette Gordon Low experienced a big change when she was a teenager. When she was a teenager, she went to a boarding school in Virginia. A boarding school is a place where students live at school and only go home for school breaks. When she was a young girl, she had lots of ear infections. Her ear infections did not go away as she got older. When she was in boarding school, she began to lose her hearing. This made school very hard, but she never gave up. When she was 17, she moved to New York. She took art lessons from famous painters and kept learning about things that were important to her. After Juliette Gordon Low finished school, she wanted an adventure and moved to London, England. She wanted to see new places, meet new people, and learn new things. She traveled back and forth between her home in Savannah and her home in London. She enjoyed traveling to different parts of the world. She took trips to India, Scotland, and Great Britain. While traveling, she learned to hunt and learned how to create things using metal and wood. What have you learned about Juliette Gordon Low's life? How is her life like yours? How is it different? All of the ear infections she had as a young girl and an incident she had as a young lady caused her to become deaf as an adult. Being deaf means that you are unable to hear. Juliette Gordon Low did not let her deafness stop her dreams. In 1911, Juliette Gordon Low met Sir Robert Baden-Powell, the founder of the Boy Scouts. When the Boy Scouts were founded in 1907, boys learned outdoor skills, good citizenship, and how to stay healthy. At that time, there were no Girl Scouts. A group of girls decided they deserved to be scouts too. They came to a meeting and asked for a group for girls. Sir Robert Baden-Powell listened to them and decided there should be a group for girls. A year later, the Girl Guides were founded with the help of his sister, Agnes Baden-Powell. Juliette Gordon Low liked the things they were doing with the Boy Scouts and the Girl Guides in England and Scotland. She worked with them and began to learn more about the important work that they were doing. She was excited to bring the Girl Guides to the United States. She called her cousin and said, "I've got something for the girls of Savannah, and all of America and the world, and we're going to start it tonight." How did Juliette Gordon Low's experiences in England influence the choices she made? In 1912, Juliette Gordon Low moved back to Savannah and did just as she planned and got to work creating the Girl Guides in Georgia. She asked friends and family members to help find ladies to be leaders and girls to be members in Georgia. She used her own money to start the Girl Guides and keep it running. Juliette Gordon Low dreamed of a club that all girls could join. It did not matter how much money they had, where they lived, or the color of their skin. Because of her experience with hearing loss, she knew what it was like to have a disability. She made sure that all girls were welcome in the Girl Scouts. A disability is when somebody's body or mind works in a different way from other people. Sometimes, a disability makes it hard for a person to do things that other people can do. Juliette Gordon Low didn't want people with disabilities to be left out. She wanted all girls to have the same opportunities. When she started the Girl Guides in 1912, in most states women did not have the right to vote and could not be president. They were not treated equally. She wanted to help all girls become leaders, learn new skills, and to speak up for themselves. Her goal was for the girls to find lifelong friends and make the world a better place. Juliette Gordon Low showed leadership and compassion with the choices she made. What other historical figures have you learned about who showed leadership and compassion? Juliette Gordon Low's hard work paid off. The first official meeting of the Girl Guides was held in Savannah, Georgia, with 18 girls. From that first meeting, the group continued to learn and grow. Girl Guides began forming all over the United States. As they grew, Juliette Gordon Low thought it was very important for the girls to help decide what they wanted to do and what they wanted to learn. One of the things they wanted to do was change their name. In 1913, the girls voted to change their name from Girl Guides to Girl Scouts. At the same time, Juliette Gordon Low wrote the first handbook for the Girl Scouts called How Girls Can Help Their Country. The handbook helped teach girls the skills they could use in their homes, communities, and for outdoor adventures. It included things like Girl Scout laws, good deeds, games, sports, first aid, camping, Morse code, and how to tie knots. Completing the tasks in the handbook helped prepare girls to be leaders in their communities. In 1925, just 13 years later, there were 90,000 Girl Scouts across the country. Girls from all kinds of places started their own troops. An American Indian Girl Scout troop was founded on the Onondaga Reservation in New York, and there were Girl Scouts as far as the Hawaiian Islands. In 1926, the Girl Scouts hosted the World Conference for Girl Guides and Girl Scouts in New York. Girls joined the meeting from over 30 countries, including China, Syria, and Mexico. The meeting encouraged girls to make new friends from other places around the world and to celebrate the friendships they made. At the meeting, the girls voted to name February 22nd World Thinking Day. 100 years later, the Girl Scouts still celebrate World Thinking Day. They celebrate the great work Girl Scouts have done all over the world and appreciate the differences in their cultures. They talk about things that are happening around the world and think about how they can make a difference by helping others. Just like Juliette Gordon Low imagined, Girl Scouts across the world are making friends, having fun, finding adventures, and helping their communities. Juliette Gordon Low died in 1927, but we still remember her and honor her today. Why do you think we should remember and honor her today? Talk to someone beside you about what you notice on the timeline. Juliette Gordon Low is remembered and honored in many ways. Today, there are 94 countries with Girl Scout troops around the world. Her home in Savannah, Georgia, is still owned by the Girl Scouts and is now a national historic landmark. Many books have been written about her life. There are schools named after her across the United States. Statues have been built for her. Postage stamps have been created to honor her. And during World War II, the U.S. government named a Liberty ship after her, the SS Juliette Low. The SS Juliette Low ships important supplies to troops all over the world. In Washington, D.C., there is a building named after her, and she's honored as a part of the extra mile points of Light Volunteer Pathway near the White House. In 1984, a new group of Girl Scouts was added for kindergarten-aged girls. This group was named after Juliette Gordon Low. Do you remember what her family called her? They call this group the Daisies. Even the president honored Juliette Gordon Low. In 2012, President Barack Obama awarded her with the Presidential Medal of Freedom for her life's work. Juliette Gordon Low was a leader. She showed compassion to others. The Girl Scouts say, do a good turn daily. That means to find a way to make a difference in your community and to do good for the people in it each day. You can honor Juliette Gordon Low by doing good things, even something small, for the people in your community every day. How can you be like Juliette Gordon Low?